I want to ask you what's worse. Pastor that's always lived there with his son but never been there for his son, or a prisoner who's never lived there with his son but always been there for his son. I want to ask you what's worse. A single mother that spends 40 hours a week trying to feed her son but never really gets to see her son, or a single mother that spends 40 hours a week trying to see her son but never really gets to feed her son. I'm trying to ask you what's worse. Because the one thing I've learned is life is all about sacrifice. Sometimes you have to put something beautiful last to make something beautiful last. You have to pick your poison. Would you rather give an alcoholic cocaine or a drug addict Hennessy? I'm trying to ask you what's worse, because there's a dangerous thin line between what's right and what can be justified in your mind. Let me explain. You walk into a jail cell, a murderer might tell you at least hasn't raped anyone, and a rapist might tell you at least hasn't murdered anyone. They know they're both wrong. They're just trying to figure out what's worse. They're trying to get you to pick their poison. Because how do you judge what's right from wrong? Do you base it on your religion as it stands, your moral high ground as a man, the way you were raised by your family, the law of the land? I'm trying to ask you what's worse. I'll tell you my problem. I always say a prayer the night before court. Never said a prayer the night before I got caught. So I want to ask God what's worse. The man that's only ever said a prayer for the purpose of forgiveness, or a man that never said a prayer but he never did the crime to begin with? The rapper that you say is leading everyone to hell, versus the fact that you're a believer that rebels. The man that will help his dying mother because he thinks God will. The man that will help his dying mother because he thinks it's God's will. No, the man that will help himself because he thinks God will. The man that will help himself because he thinks it's God's will. I'm trying to ask you what's worse. Pick your poison. Is it love or lust? Truth or happiness? Peace or justice? Let me explain. I'm not seeking success or even love yet, but when you lose your friend to some needless dumb kid, you're left with one question. What comes first? Peace or justice? Because when the justice doesn't come, you feel the need to take it into your own hands. And when the peace doesn't come, you think it's because the justice hasn't come yet. So when you do everything in your power to leave the person responsible either in jail or dead, and you realize it doesn't bring back your friend, you realize you lost peace trying to chase justice, but you do nothing, and you lose justice trying to chase peace. I'm trying to ask you what's worse. Ladies, do you make love trying to find it? Girls, you know when you got your ex, right? And you see him with a new girl, and she ain't even nice in the eyesight. Your friend rings you like, she ain't even a 5, right? She ain't even got the right 5. She ain't even his type. And your friend tells you he downgraded. Has any girls ever been through that? Where the guy's downgraded? We been through that? Quick, yeah. Well, basically, I'm trying to tell you, if your basis for the fact that he downgraded is the fact that her looks are basic, he's not the one that downgraded. You picked your poison. See, I let my mum down trying to save her. Raised in the church building by atheists. Dad was more concerned with sham face than he was with sham faith. I lost my friend young. Police got there too late to save him from the cemetery. So when I saw my friend get rushed, I knew I had to jump in. Because if I rang 999, you won't get it to me. It says ride, it was getting buried. Fight, it was in the cemetery. I learned young, there's a difference between what's right and what's necessary. I had to pick my poison. So next time judge a man's intentions before his actions, his reasons before his mistakes. I'll be the first to tell you I'm a hypocrite. And sometimes I tell lies. I picked mine. What's your poison? Sure. Guys, I promised I'd take you lot on a journey. And that's exactly what I want to do. I picked this venue for a specific reason. Someone who has looked out for me from day one.